Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So we're out in the garden today and we're going to be planting up a few plants. The first plant I want to share with you is this beautiful Duranta tree. It has this really beautiful kind of violet purple delicate flowers on it. Really beautiful tree. It gets between 2 to 20 feet tall, but I'm going to put it in a flower pot, so it's going to be able to kind of condense its height a little bit. Then I also have this perennial basil that I picked up from my local garden center. This is other known as columnar basil, so I'm going to get that planted up. I did make some few changes to my backyard. As you can see in the garden, I killed all of the grass and added in some wood chips and some pavers. These are some plants that we're going to be planting up today. I still need to finish the rest of the edging to go around this bed, but we'll do that later on in another video. But this is the area we're going to be working on right now. So I have these flower pots. I had these pots for years. I got these actually from the at-home store. So I'm going to put that Duranta tree in this pot, and then I'm going to actually add in that perennial basil in that pot as well. So to add to these planters, I'm going to be using plant tone because I ran out of biotone. So I'm just going to use some plant tone just to give them a healthy start. And I'm going to also be using some Miracle Grow garden soil. That's actually what I had on hand because they did have a sale recently at my local Lowe's. So I ended up picking up a few bags of that Miracle Grow soil. So that's what I'm going to be using to plant these up. Now this tree, it says it can get between 2 to 20 feet tall. So we'll see. I had this tree last year, but I think during the winter storm, it ended up dying. So I'm going to have to definitely make sure I cover up this tree this year when we head into the cooler temperatures, because it grows well in garden zones 9 through 11. So I don't think this tree can tolerate any frost or anything like that, because I think that was my issue last year because I did have this tree last year and it ended up dying when we had our frost. So I tried to cover it up, but I guess I didn't cover it up good enough, so it ended up dying. So I'm going to try it again. But next time when we have some frost coming or some cold, I'm just going to end up probably bringing it to my garage, or either making sure I cover it up really well with some frost cloth so that it doesn't die. So I got both of these plants from my local garden center here in the Houston area. It's called Plants for All Season. So I usually can go to this garden center and find some different things, some unique things that I normally would not find at the local big box store. So I like shopping there because I always find something different. So on this particular day, I found this perennial basil. It had beautiful purple flowers all around it, and the bees were just attracted to this plant all over. So I since end up cutting off all the purple flowers on it, just because I know that when you're growing herbs and vegetables and things like that, sometimes when you have them flower, they end up start tasting more bitter, and then it kind of goes to seed. So I just kind of cut everything off to kind of have another flush of basil to grow on a plant. But it's beautiful plant. Like I said, it's supposed to be a perennial where it comes back every year. I think it only grows in warmer zones. I think zones 10 through 11, I think is what it said on the Google. So yeah, they didn't have a name for it inside the garden center. They just had it labeled as columnar basil or perennial basil. So hopefully this basil does well for me, and hopefully it thrives during our cooler temperature. So I added this window box to this window here during the winter time. So this is the first time I actually had the chance to actually plant it up. This window actually faces my bathroom. So from my bathroom, you can see this window box. So I thought it was a really good idea to add some pretty flowers in there just to have a nice little view. So I added this window box. The window box actually came from Amazon. It is a really large window box. So I have it linked down in the description box below. It does have drainage holes at the bottom. And then my husband actually mounted it to a piece of wood so it can kind of be more sturdy. So it's not mounted directly to the siding of the house, if that makes sense. It has something behind it just to hold it in place so that it doesn't rip off my siding. But yeah, but I love it because it's pretty sturdy. It's plastic, and I know that it won't warp with the weather. So I'm going to plant up some really pretty shade flowers or shade plants in this area because this side of the yard is pretty much shaded. It gets a little bit of sun during the morning, but as the sun starts to make its way around the house, this side begins to be a little bit shaded. So it's kind of almost like filter light that comes through here. So I'm going to be planting up some really pretty foliage and a few plants that tolerate shade and sun that'll do well in this window box. So the first plant that we're going to add to this window box is this beautiful coleus. This is called Wicked Witch, and this is the Color Blaze collection by Proven Winners. I have planted this plant in my garden pretty much every year for the last 3 years, and I absolutely love it. This plant is definitely drought tolerant. It does really good in my zone 9B, and not only that, it can tolerate sun or shade. So I have noticed down here in my area, if you put it in full sun, it gets huge. And when I say huge, at least over 3 feet tall. I mean, it gets big. So by me having it in the shaded area, it'll kind of control its size. And then it'll give me that really pretty pop of beautiful foliage color on the this back area of my house. So the leaves have this really pretty dark burgundy red color with a little bit of chartreuse green around the edges. Really, really pretty. It has a upright growth habit, so it'll stay tall. So I wanted to add in a pop of white to contrast the dark burgundy and green. So I'm going to add in these vinca plants. I actually have I think 4 of these vincas, and this is called Polka Dot. So this one is really pretty because it has white flowers and it has a really pretty pink polka dot center. Really pretty. These kind of more have like a mounding effect, so to stay kind of nice and tight, and then it kind of add in as a filler for below the coleus. So the vinca plant on the tag, it says full sun, but I am putting it in a shadier location, but it still gets some sun. So I think it'll still do well in this window box. And then the next plant or final plant we're going to add is this ivy. This is called Yellow Ripple by Proven Winners. It has this really pretty chartreuse color green with some yellow around the leaves. Really pretty. So this would be like our spiller. So this is a vining ivy that it'll vine down and fill in and just add a really nice look to the container. So this is an annual as well. So I'm going to add in 3 of these to the very bottom of this container. And then I am going to water in everything that I plant inside this window box just to make sure everything has a nice drink of water. So now we're going to move on to my raised bed area over here. I wanted to fill in this first bed right in front of the camera with some Angelonia. So this is called, I got 4 of these plants, and these plants are going to grow pretty tall, I think 12 to 14 inches tall. So I have some dahlias, which is, I think they're Cafe Olay, that I started from tubers that I have in the center of this bed. So as you can see, if you can see a little bit closer, some of them already have a lot of growth on them. So they'll be hopefully give me some nice, beautiful, tall blooms for this bed. Then I also have my sweet alyssum that I overwintered from last fall that's still in this bed as well. But this is what it looks like. This is the Monrovia brand, and it's called Archangel Angelonia. So these are some very pretty white stalk flowers. So this whole bed have white flowers in it and have a little bit of green with the what is it called? With the sweet alyssum. So that is it, you guys, for today's video. I hope you all enjoy hanging out with me. I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.